The time is 1:15. Here is the news, edited by Catherine Pereira, read by Victor Raj. First, take a look at the headlines of the local news. Speedy measures will be taken to face the effect of the Buravi cyclone. Financial grants will be given to the district secretariats to provide concessions. Heavy rain and windy condition is expected to enhance considerably over the island. Cyclone Buravi to across Sri Lanka tonight. Naval and fishing communities warned. A systematic program to pay foreign debt. Defense Secretary says Mahara prison unrest brought under complete control. Foreign news, US panel urges visa rule easing for Hong Kong dissidents. Local news in detail. Minister Chamal Rajapaksa says that the necessary measures have been taken to face the disaster situation caused by the Buravi storm. He made this remark in Parliament today. Action will be taken to take these people that can face a disaster to the safety areas. The district disaster management centers have been acknowledged in this regard. The necessary financial grants have already been provided to the district secretariats to provide concessions. The Meteorology Department said the deep depression over southwest Bay of Bengal, which has now intensified into a cyclonic storm and is named Cyclone Buravi, is very likely to cross Sri Lanka tonight. The storm lay about 330 km east-southeast of Trincomalee last night, is very likely to move west-northwestwards and across eastern coast of Sri Lanka between Batticaloa and Point Pedro, close to Trincomalee around today evening or night. The Met Department forecast this in this morning. Cyclone Buravi, with a wind speed of 75 to 85 km per hour, gusting up to 95 km per hour, is very likely to move nearly westwards thereafter, emerging into Gulf of Mannar. Due to this situation, the rainy and windy condition is expected to enhance considerably over the island. Intermittent showers and thunder showers will occur in the eastern, northern, north-central, northwestern, central and Sabaragamulla provinces. Very heavy rainfall, about 200 mm, can be expected at some places. Very strong gusty winds, 80 to 90 km per hour, can be expected at northern, north-central, eastern, northwestern, western, central and Sabaragamulla provinces. Naval and fishing communities are advised not to venture into the deep sea and shallow sea areas over the island until further notice. The sea areas extending from Kankasanthure to Pothuவில் via Trincomalee can be very rough or high at times. The other sea areas can be rough or high at times as well. This is the possibility that near-shore sea areas off the coast extending from the Kankasanthure to Pothuவில் via Trincomalee and Batticaloa may experience surges due to the effect of swell waves of 2 to 3 meters height. District Secretaries of Batticaloa, Trincomalee, Mullaitivu and Mannar conducted special meetings to discuss emergency response in the event of a climate crisis. Officials from relevant state departments and authority and statutory boards, including disaster management centers, attended the meeting along with the police and security forces. Commenting on the progress of the efforts, Batticaloa District Secretary K. Karunakaran said that committees at divisional secretary level are kept in vigilance to coordinate early warnings, search and rescue, relief and safety measures. District Secretary of the Trincomalee, Samandarshana Pandita Koral, said that a total of 237 facilities are ready to provide temporary shelter to more than 21,000 families in the district. Authorities are monitoring the situation closely and ready with arrangements to relocate the vulnerable families in the coastal area. Mannar District Secretary Nandini Stanley Dimel told SLBC that all preparations are underway to relocate vulnerable groups to safe places. She said community groups are helping to coordinate affairs. Officials of Mullaitivu, Kilnochy and Jaffna request the people to be vigilant on the effects of these inclement weather conditions. State Minister Ajit Nivat Kabra says that the government has commenced a joint economic methods. He said in Parliament today the government has taken measures to increase the income through paper tax administration and to stable the value of rupee. Answering a question raised by opposition leader Sajid Premadasa, he said the payment of foreign debt will be carried out systematically. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus Ladies Only, protecting you who drives our nation forward.
Continuing with more local news, the Asian Development Bank has approved a $400 million loan support to government of Sri Lanka in transforming its secondary education system to align with the demand for highly skilled and agile workers who can compete in the rapidly changing global economy. Sri Lanka aspires to be an advanced knowledge economy and has targeted education and skilled labor as national priorities. The secondary education sector improvement program will support reforms under the government's general education sector development plan 2020-2025, particularly on upper secondary education. The program will benefit about 953,000 students annually with skills that will benefit successive generations of the students. The program will equip the young population with knowledge and skills in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and commerce, which are fields of high economic relevance for Sri Lanka. It will enhance readiness for further education in STEM fields and foster competence of the higher productivity and adaptability. To achieve this, the program will reform the curricular infrastructure and assessment systems to focus on practical application of knowledge and integrate cognitive and socio-emotional skills. The program also focuses on improving teaching quality and teacher training given the importance of quality of teaching and method of instruction on learning. More than 47,000 upper secondary education teachers will be trained on inquiry-based and interactive learning approaches to increase student interest and engagement with subject content and inspire a love of learning. Defence Secretary Major General Kamal Gunaratne says the unrest at the Mahara prison has been completely brought under control. All issues, including the security of the inmates and prison guards at the Mahara prison, are fully resolved as of today, he said. Defence Secretary Gunaratne mentioned this at a meeting at the Advisory Committee of the Ministry of National Security. The police, the Special Task Force and the prison authorities carried out a successful operation to control the unrest at the Mahara prison, he added. The Defence Secretary said that the administration of the prison was handed over to the prison authorities by yesterday. Lohan Ratwate has taken oaths as the new State Minister of Prison Management and Prisons Rehabilitation. He has been sworn in to the new State Ministry before President Gotabaya Rajapaksa at the Presidential Secretariat. Lohan Ratwate has been serving as a State Minister of Gem and Jewellery related industries since April 2020. That ends local news.
Every morning, my drive is not just to work. I'm driving my nation's progress.
Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus Ladies Only, an exclusive motor insurance designed for you. Up to 75,000 rupees worth instant claim settlements within 3 working hours. Call and move facility, 24/7 roadside assistance, and accommodation cost reimbursements at an accident. Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus Ladies Only, protecting you who drives our nation forward.
Only from Sri Lanka Insurance.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vedha Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedha Mahatmya.
All sachet packet production without food and medicine will be banned from next year. The cabinet approval has been received for it. At a meeting held at the Ministry of Environment yesterday, has been revealed that 900 million rupees worth of shampoo, hair dye and hair gel sachet packets are being used. Accordingly, before implementing the ban, the problems of persons who are engaged in this industry will be discussed. Attention will also be paid on alternative production. The discussion was held under the patronage of the Minister Mahinda Amaravira. That came to you in main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedha Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight, water supply for several areas in Vattal is expected to be suspended from 10 a.m. tomorrow until 4 a.m. on Friday. Hekitta, Palliavatta, Baliyamuna Road, Balagala, Galagahaduva, Maradan Road and part of Alakanda and Handala Road will be affected by the 18-hour water cut. National Water Supply and Drainage Board said the water cut is being imposed due to an upgrade in the pipeline system of Hekitta Road. That came to you on Watchlight. Moving on to world news, let's take a look at the headlines first. U.S. panel urges visa rule easing for Hong Kong dissidents. The Chinese president sends congratulations to UN meeting marking International Day of Solidarity with Palestinian people. U.S. Attorney General says no evidence of fraud found in U.S. election. World news in detail. An advisory commission to the U.S. Congress has called for easing the conditions for issuing U.S. visas to Hong Kong residents who fear political persecution. The U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission made the recommendations in its annual report to Congress released yesterday. The report points out that China's national security law for Hong Kong was implemented in June. It says the action violated China's commitment to preserve the one country, two systems framework that would have guaranteed Hong Kong's autonomy through 2047. Chinese President Xi Jinping sent a congratulatory message to a meeting held by the United Nations yesterday to observe the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people. In his message, Xi pointed out that the Palestinian issue as a root problem in the Middle East bears on regional peace and stability, on international equity and justice, and on human consensus and morality. To realize peaceful coexistence as neighbors between Palestine and Israel is not only a dream of the Palestinian and Israel people for generations, but also a sincere hope of all nations in the region as well as the international community, Xi said. The Attorney General of the United States has dealt a blow to President Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the results of the elections last month. In an interview with the Associated Press, William Barr said the Justice Department has found no evidence of widespread voter fraud. But Trump's legal team says it will continue its fight. Barr said the Justice Department and Homeland Security follow up on all clients of the fraud, but nothing that would change the outcome of the election was uncovered. He added that one assertion of the systematic fraud, which would involve machines programmed to skew results, could be substantiated. To wrap up the world news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. U.S. panel urges visa rule easing for Hong Kong dissidents. The Chinese president sends congratulations to UN meeting marking International Day of Solidarity with Palestinian people. U.S. Attorney General says no evidence of fraud found in the U.S. election. That ends world news. Moving on to development news. Gum at the road in Minuangati area in the Warripala electorate will be carpeted and developed at a cost of 31 million rupees. This will be implemented under the 100,000 kilometers of road development program. 31 roads have been selected to carpet and in this area. The overall investment for the project is 1,028 million rupees. That came to you in development news. Moving on to sports news, Jaffna Stallion team of the Lanka Premier League tournament is in the forefront by winning 3 matches of the tournament. Colombo Kings and Dambulla Kings teams are in the 2nd and 3rd places respectively. Gold Gladiators team has defeated the all 3 matches. Matches will not be conducted today. SLBC is acting as an official radio of the LPL tournament. The cricket fans could listen scores of matches through 107.3 MHz from Colombo, 107.5 from Yatiantota, 104.9 from Haputale, 97.4 from Hunaskirya, 104.7 from Deniaya, 102.1 from Radella, 97.4 from Karagahatan, and 89.8 from Kokaville. That ends sports news.
Empower your dreams with NSB Wings. NSB Wings, reach out the high goals.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
New employment opportunities have been created in Japan for Sri Lankan youth who have a special skill in 14 fields according to the MOU signed by Sri Lanka and Japan last year. According to this agreement, the Foreign Employment Bureau has been called applications through their website. That ends business news.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSB Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSB Wings, reach out the high goals.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The project to cultivate 5,000 acres of home garden is now being implemented in the Hambantota district successfully. This program will be implemented covering 576 Grama Seva divisions in 12 divisional secretariats divisions under the initiative by the Samurdhi Development Department in the district. That ends economic news.
Hello, Buddha. Did you land already?
No, Amma. We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
Oh, really? How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy. She might be feeling very uncomfortable. The airport must be heavily crowded because it's a season.
Amma, calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge. There's nothing to worry.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Finally, on to the weather report. The Met Department says the cyclonic storm Burabi over the southwest Bay of Bengal lay centered near latitude 8.1 degree north and longitude 84.2 degree eastward, about 330 kilometers east southeast of Trincomalee at 23:30 hours of yesterday. The system is very likely to move west-northwestwards and cross the eastern coast of Sri Lanka between Batticaloa and Point Perio close to Trincomalee around today, 2nd of December, evening or night. This cyclonic storm with a wind speed of 75 to 85 km per hour, gusting up to 95 km per hour, and it is very likely to move nearly westwards thereafter, emerge into Gulf of Mannar. Intermittent showers, thunder showers will occur in the eastern, northern, north-central, northwestern, central and Sabaragamuwa provinces. Very heavy rainfall, about 200 mm can be expected at some places. Showers or thunder showers at times will occur elsewhere. Heavy rainfall, above 100 mm can be expected at some places. Very strong gusty winds, 80 to 90 km per hour, can be expected in northern, north-central, eastern, northwestern, western, central and Sabaragamuwa provinces. Strong gusty winds, 60 to 70 km per hour, can be expected at places elsewhere. General public is requested to be vigilant regarding the impending extreme weather situation. That ends weather report. To bring to an end the afternoon news on Radio Sri Lanka, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Speedy measures will be taken to face the effect of the Buravi cyclone. Financial grants will be given to the district secretaries to provide concessions. Heavy rain and windy condition is expected to enhance considerably over the island. Cyclone Buravi to cross Sri Lanka tonight. Naval and fishing communities bond. A systematic program to pay foreign debt. Defense Secretary says Maharaparasan unrest brought under complete control. Foreign news, US panel urges visa rule easing for Hong Kong dissidents.